What is going on, guys? It's your boy Tempo Trades. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I made over $20,000 today. This is the month that I am sitting on, guys. Now, I will explain, this is not realized profits of payouts. This is just, I guess it's realized profits for my fundeds, but this isn't in payouts. So 147,000 across all my prop firm accounts. I'm trading over 35 prop firm accounts at the moment. And yeah, this is my P&L. So really good month. Obviously, I think this is what, 4, 9, 11, this is 13 green days, 1 red day in total, and I've live traded every single day for this span. So I'm going to show you exactly what we took really quickly, with proof, with executions, and all of that good stuff. So here's basically what I was seeing. So the market, boom, we're going to go back here. Okay. So here's the look we were getting right here, and this is the reason why I took the trade. So very close to after the open, ES actually ended up sweeping the buy side liquidity. Okay, let me go back even more. So I want to bring up our checklist here so you just understand. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so this is the trade that we were looking at, right? So buy side liquidity is London high right here. This is a major sweep of liquidity. If you look at my checklist, which is right here, this is what constitutes an A+ setup. Inside the kill zone, on the right side of premium and discount, a major liquidity sweep, which is either London high, Asia high, or something like that. A good reaction from the sweep, good momentum through the gap, and clear areas to target. So if I just bring out my checklist for my indicator, which you can purchase if that's something you're interested in, we'll go one by one and look at these confluences. So number one, there is a major liquidity sweep. You can see bottom right. Just give a second for this indicator to load. Okay, so on the bottom right of the screen, you see the checklist. So number one, we have the liquidity sweep, which I have circled on the right. Number two, where's the checklist? We are in premium of the range, meaning if we're above this yellow line, which is the 50% daily range level, if we're above this line, we want to be shorting. If we're below the line, we want to be longing. So that is checked off. Number three is good momentum. You'll see the momentum in a second, but I'm just pre-checking it here. Number four, we are inside the kill zone. This means you're taking the trade between 9:30 to 11 a.m. That's very important. Number five, strong reaction to the level. This means we're not consolidating after the sweep. We're not chopping. As soon as we sweep that liquidity, price immediately starts to reverse. Where the heck did my checklist just go? All right, well, my checklist just vanished. That's cool. There it is. All right, so that's that. SMT divergence, we do not have an SMT divergence. Delivering from a high time frame gap, we do have, because if I go on the hourly time frame right here, you can see quite clearly NQ is delivering from this hourly fair value gap. So there's about 6 or 7, don't say it. There's about 6 or 7 confluences here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 confluences here telling you that it's a good trade. So now what I'm going to do is look for a short setup on NQ. I will preface by saying, just because ES sweeps the high and you want to look for shorts, you can also look for the short on NQ. They're both indices. They should both correlate with each other. So it's the same exact thing. If NQ were to sweep a level and then you want to look for a trade, if you like the ES setup better and you think it's cleaner, you can take the setup on ES. It's the same exact thing, right? So I look for this 1-minute iFVG right here, and then the play is to just enter short whenever we inverse this gap. Now, I will show you right here, the first leg was a fake out, and we did not reverse. We did not close underneath this gap, and a lot of people got faked out right here. Number one, I will say, it closed on MNQ, but it did not close on NQ. This is important. We do not care about MNQ. I only look at the NQ chart. That is the only thing I'm concerned about when it comes to closes and anything like that, any sort of analysis. We don't care about MNQ. So a lot of people in my stream today took this first leg because it closed on MNQ. I did not. I said very clearly I was not getting in yet. The live stream is posted. If you're in the premium, you can go watch it back. There's no hindsight here. I said I wasn't taking it. Now, The next leg is even better because what happens is we form this 1 minute bearish order block up here. What is the order block? The order block is the green candle followed directly by a red down close candle where the body closes underneath the green body, right? And then you draw the order block like so. So what happens is price comes back up after that first leg and taps the order block multiple times and fails to get above it. This right here is confirming bearish order flow. I am so much more confident that this short is going to work after I'm seeing this order block reaction right here. So that's why, again, in the live stream, if you can go back and watch it, I was way more excited about the second attempt right here because of how I saw price confirm bearish order flow. So on this second leg down here, I get in the trade short. And then, I mean, the rest is history. At that point, we just start flooding, absolutely flooding, boom, 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 all the way to basically down here, boom, boom, boom. So that was the whole trade. And again, here's proof I took the trade. I was live on stream showing my executions. You can clearly see on the top right, PA Apex account. That means it is a funded account. And I was in, at this point, I was in with 1 micro. Now, I only made I'm not going to say only. I made $21,000 on this trade. I actually made a mistake. I didn't trim my last micro. I'm low-key an idiot for this. I could have made close to 30. It would have been close to $30,000 if I just trimmed this last micro. And this is a good learning moment here. I'm not perfect. No matter how much money I make in the stock market, there's always room for improvement. And I'll show you real quick the mistake I made. So here's the mistake I made right here. I was waiting for this low to get swept, and I saw that we were already sweeping it on ES, but I was really just trying to hold for this low. Now, what I should have done is I should have been like, okay, ES is sweeping the low on the right, as you can see. NQ is very close to sweeping the low. I should just take my money right here. I don't know why I didn't. I'm an idiot, like I said. I would have made, you know, $200 per 50K account. So I would have made an additional like $6,000 to $7,000 on this right here. But, you know, you make mistakes. You make mistakes, you learn. And next time, hopefully I'm better. But just a general rule of thumb, if you're trimming, do not set limit orders. Do market orders. And if price is 1 or 2 points from your TP, just take the money. Don't be stupid. If you see prices stalling, just take the money. Because I should have taken the money right here. We missed the low, and then price reverses all the way back up. So, yeah, it is what it is. I still made $20,000 across all my accounts, so I cannot complain. And today was a really, really good day, man. Today was a really, really good day. Textbook setup, using the ES liquidity sweep to take the short on NQ, rode that baby all the way down. Chef's kiss. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you want to live trade with us, I live trade every single morning, and you can claim a 7-day free trial in the Discord. So again, there's no hindsight here. I call everything out in real time before it even happens live on stream. So hopefully see you tomorrow in the stream.